Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about it's kind of controversial, right? It all depends on what type of person you are. I have four kids. One's a grown up. I think he's 22, 23. He's something around there, right? I don't know exactly. I have an 11, a 10, and a 2 year old. What I want to talk about, man, and it's something that I haven't heard anybody bring up in the past. But it's something that I think is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And I think it's something we need to do immediately. And that thing is, we need to increase the amount of expulsions from school, and we need to do it as fast as possible. So here's what I'm getting at. Somewhere in during Bush, in H.W. Bush, from 2000 to 2008, they passed the No Child Left Behind policy, which essentially made it almost impossible to leave retarded kids behind, right? That meant that teachers had to put up with more retards, and schools had essentially just kind of kept having to move these dumb kids and these kids with behavioral issues. They had to just keep promoting them from grade to grade. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. Like, I think that's such a horrible thing that was done. And to be honest, I think we need to go extreme to the opposite end. I think schools need to have more ability to remove bad kids from school so that way the good kids have the opportunity to shine. I think too much time and effort is being put into crappy, horrible kids and not enough time into the good kids that want to learn, that are there to learn, that have good parents and were raised with good morals. Just think about it. You have 20, 25 kids in a room. There's usually only one or two, maybe a couple more sometimes in that classroom that are just trash human beings. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they suck as people. It's their parents' fault. There's no such thing as a bad kid. There's only bad parents. Bad parents raise bad kids. And if you don't agree with me, I don't care. You're stupid. Trust me. If you don't think that's the truth, you're stupid. Bad parents raise bad kids. If there's a bad kid somewhere, there are bad parents. And you can be like, well, there's kids that grow up in wealth that are bad. Yeah, that's because they have bad parents. Just because you grow up in a family with wealth and that kid has everything they ever wanted doesn't mean that they live in a household with good parents. That just means that their parents spend endless amount of money to keep that kid as happy as they can, but they do it through materialism and not what really matters, which is spiritualism. Me myself, I do the opposite. I'm not saying I'm a perfect parent, but I do think I'm a really, really good parent, a great parent. I don't give my kids everything they want. My wife tries to do that, and I have to check my wife, man. I do. It's just normal for her because that's her love language. That's every woman's love language, which is just stuff. They want stuff. They want stuff all the time. They don't need it. They can have 100 purses, and they're like, oh, look, another nice, pretty purse, and they want that purse. Granted, they have 100 purses and they don't use them. They just sit in a freaking closet. They have 30, 40 pairs of shoes and they're like, ooh, new pair of shoes. You're like, but you have 30 pairs that you don't touch, you don't use. Why do you need another pair? And so that's the way that most women understand love. They don't understand it through affection or anything like that. They understand it through material. If you love them, you'll buy them things. And you could probably blame that on men and on parenting as well, because fathers that have little girls, you want to spoil them, you want to take care of them, and you're teaching these girls that you know daddy's girl gets whatever she wants, and then that gets passed on to her future husband, and then she passes that on to your future kids. It's a cycle, right? But getting back to my original point, we spend our teachers, bro. First of all, I don't like a lot of our teachers. I really don't. I think a lot of our teachers are trash. But I do think there's a pretty decent percentage of teachers that actually care. They want to do a good job. They're dedicated to the cause. They want to teach their students to be prosperous, and they want them to be successful in life. But they're essentially handicapped by 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 students out of 25, 30 from getting anything productive done. And that has to come to an end. It has to come to an end, bro. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 students that are just constantly disruptive, causing a scene, trying to be funny, they gotta go, bro. They gotta go. Like they need to be removed from the classroom. They need to be removed from the school, and they need to be like, here you go. And when the parents come in and they're like, well, what do I do with my kid? They got to go to school. Be like, well, that's your problem, man. That's not our problem. That's your problem. How about start by doing a better job as a parent? How about raising your kids better? That way when they're in class, we can actually teach them and they're not disrupted to the whole class. Out of a 1-hour session that I get to spend with them, I only get to do 20 minutes of curriculum because your little badass kid keeps disrupting the class. At what point in time, guys, are we gonna start being compassionate to the majority of the kids, which are good kids, and start being uncompassionate to the crap kids? It's the same thing with criminals over here in California. The compassion goes to the homeless people. The compassion goes to the drug addicts. The compassion... Give me one second. Sorry about that, guys. So, one more time. Like, when are we going to start making better choices? In California, all the compassion goes to all the delinquents and the degenerates. But they only make up about 5% of the population. All the money, everything, all the assistance goes to the lazy, degenerate, delinquent people. The people that put in no effort and all they know how to do is demolish and break. They don't create. They don't know how to spread positivity. It's just negative destruction. But they get the bulwark of all the assistance, all the time, all the resource. And everybody else, all the good people, the 95% of good people, we get nothing because the entire focus is on these trash people. So this is something that rose into all aspects of life. And we need to start fixing it at the school level. We need to start getting rid of these trash kids because they have trash parents. And we need to start saying, here's your kid, we'll try again next year. And when they start complaining, like, well, I got to go to work. I got to do this, ma'am. We don't care. We don't care. Homeschool your kid. Well, I can't. I got to go to work. I got to, ma'am. We don't care. Like everything you're about to say, I'm sure you have a good reason why you're a trash parent. But at the end of the day, we don't care. And that conversation really needs to be had. And we need to start focusing on the good kids, the average kids, the kids that show up and they're respectful. We need to start giving these kids more time, more dedication, more resources. And if we subtract those trash kids, those trash people from society, and we throw them away the way that they should be thrown away, I'm not going to be guilt-tripped into thinking that we shouldn't throw these people away. No, we should absolutely throw them away, guys. Trash people in society should have zero effort from society. The good people, The people that do everything that they should be doing in life, and they're trying to do things the right way, those are the people that should be getting everything. Oh, you're not going to make your bills this month? Hey, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of it for you. Hey, you're going through a hard time. Don't worry about it. Here's some stamps. Go and feed yourself. Don't worry about paying it back. We'll help you out for the next 6 months. And if you need to get off of it sooner because you were able to find your footing, just let us know. When the fuck did shit get inverted? When did the focus go from looking at the good people and wanting to take care of them to wanting to take care of trash people? When did that happen? Who the fuck voted for that? Like, who made that decision? What group of people made the decision that trash people should be taken care of and everybody else needs to just suck it up? I didn't have a say. Nobody asked me. Nobody said, James, do you agree with this? Because I would have been like, fuck no. Fuck no. There's 98 people over here, good people working, doing their best. And you want to put all the focus on these 2 people that are trash? Fuck them. Fuck them. Here's the thing, guys. At what point in time are we going to just go to a school, round up all the shit kids? And we know who the fuck they are. The schools know who they are. Everybody knows who they are. You can ask the class and they'll tell you who they are. They'll be like, you just fucking grab these little assholes. Boys and girls. You grab them. You just grab them by the fucking head, right? Palm them. Palm them. You remove them from class. You walk them all the way out the gate and you're saying, go home. Well, I don't know how to get home. Usually the school bus takes me. Well, guess what? You're not part of the school, so you don't get a school bus. Well, what do? My mom saw it work till 5. We don't care what you do. You knew exactly what the fuck to do when you were in class, causing a ruckus. So all of a sudden, you don't know what the fuck to do? You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing when you're causing a chaos in the classroom, but now that you're not in the classroom, you don't know what the fuck to do? It's not our problem. You're no longer in the school. We no longer want you here. Mijo, mija, you step foot right onto this grass right here, we're going to have you arrested for trespassing. So stay on the sidewalk on this side. But don't cross the grass. The moment you touch the grass, we're going to have you trespassed. But I'm 10 years old. We don't care. We don't fucking care. You're a trash person because you're trash parents, and you and your trash people need to go over there, far away from us. Because you yourself, because of your shitty parents, all you do is destroy. All you do is bring negativity to everything you touch. And we just don't want that anymore. And that's the same approach we need to take with everything. Homelessness. Homelessness is easy, guys. It's not hard to fucking fix. It's not. You grab 100 school buses. Maybe not even 100. You grab 20. You grab a couple bulldozers and about 20 to 30 freaking trash of those things that pick up the trash. You mace these people in the face so they're disoriented. Then you handcuff them. You throw them on the school bus. You drive them 50 miles outside of the fucking city. You give them a brand new tent with a sleeping bag. And you're like, you could be homeless over here. Do all the drugs you want over here. Yeah, but I'm in the desert. There's nowhere for me to drink water. There's nowhere for me to get food. There's nowhere. Hey. I hear what you're saying, but we don't care. You're not allowed in the city no more. Don't come back to the city. Because what we're going to do is we're going to allow the police with their batons to crack you on the face. Bah! Don't come back to the city. You can be homeless out here in the desert. but don't come back to the city. If you come back to the city, cops, baton, face. And there's no medical for you. So what they're going to do is after they crack you in the face, they're going to throw you in the back of a paddy wagon. They're going to bring your ass back. And you're going to be back in the desert with a cracked skull because we're not going to take care of you because you're a trash person. And we don't take care of trash people. We take care of good people. And guys, I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm sincerely not saying this to be funny. I'm saying it because this is what I really feel and this is what I really believe. I'm surrounded by good people. My wife's family, a large portion of my family now, they're good people, man. Why do we have to take a back seat to trash people? Why? It's not fair. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to the 90% of people that are out there. You want to be homeless? You want to do drugs? No worries. Hey, you know what? We have the great spot for you. Palm Desert. 29 Palms. We got you a brand new double wide tent, a nice sleeping bag. And we have all the fentanyl pills you can ever take. But you only need one because these have a higher dosage. Just a milligram more just to help you finish that just get you over that little edge. Oh, and by the way, there's no Narcan. We're not bringing you back to life. Or Narcan, whatever the hell it's called. We're not bringing you back to life. We're not. So when you take that and you OD, that's where you're going to stay. Nobody's going to pick you up. There's no morgue for you. There's no burial. There's nothing. Because you're a trash person. This is your choice. You're choosing to do this. This is you. So what we're doing is we're opting out of your choices. Before we were opting in. Now we're opting out. Now all your choices are just your choices. And the accountability and the responsibility of those choices are now on you. So we're not going to bring you back to life. We're not going to give you effort. We're not going to send out EMS with that stupid ass fire truck that follows EMS everywhere for fucking some reason. Why does a fire truck need to follow EMS everywhere? Makes no fucking sense. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of resources. But for some idiots in the government, it makes sense. Hey, some guy tripped and fell. He hurt his ankle. Let's send out EMS. You know what? For good measure, let's send out a fire truck with 7 guys and fucking full flame retardant gear and an 8-inch hose so that way we can spray his ass down in case he just automatically lights fire. It's fucking retarded. We have representatives in government that are fucking retarded. And it all starts from school because we allow the retards to control the school. It's got to come to an end, guys. It's got to come to an end. At what point in time are we going to just start caring about good people again? And just being like, fuck these trash people. And it's got to happen. Hey, you want to do drugs? You want to sell drugs? You can sell all the drugs you want at 29 Palms. There's a lot of homeless crackheads out there, fentanyl heads. Here's the thing. You're not allowed back in the city. You're not allowed outside of 29 Palms. Surrounded by tanks, right? The Marines are out there. You're going to be surrounded by tanks. We're going to put up a Trump wall. And yeah, that's where you can sell all the drugs you want. You could be Tony Montana out there, bro. It's just like I'm being a little silly, but I'm being honest. I'm being straightforward right now. It's got to come to an end. That's really all I had to say. That's really all I wanted to say. The time has come, guys, where we need to reverse course. The boomers, they really fucked things up. They really did, bro. The boomers were probably one of the worst things to ever happen to this country. They are the most selfish, the most greedy, the most narcissistic. All the decisions they made, everything they did, everything they touched turned to mush. It's shit. We have to fix their problems. We are the new generation. Our kids are the new generation. And we need to reverse course on a lot of things. The boomers fucked us. But the good news is the boomers are at the end of their lifespan. So we can fix this. We can reverse course, but it has to start from elementary, kindergarten. And we need to start getting rid of trash kids and start promoting our good kids. We need to stop giving our resources to trash people and start giving it to good people who are out there putting effort. I don't mind some public assistance, but public assistance should never go to trash people who put no effort, who only want to just take. No, it needs to go to that family where their mom and dad are working a job 40 hours each and they're still struggling. Those are the people that need to get some assistance. And not a lot, just enough to get them over the hump to the next level. And if for some reason they can't get to the next level, we need to dig into why. Okay, what are y'all missing? Is it just that y'all aren't developing the skills necessary to move to the next level? Like, what's going on? Or is this a caution, a deliberate decision you're making because you don't want to pay the tax? Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you.